So I filmed Banjo Tooie, only to realize at the very end that my microphone was muted.
Well done, everybody!
Therefore, in an attempt to salvage this video, I have to do post-commentary because I cannot go back and refilm it. I had intended to play multiplayer, but I didn't have a second, third, or fourth player. Plus, I wanted to include Discord voice chat in such a video, so that was out the window. But given what happened, maybe that was for the best. Because I copied my save file and made an elaborate painting of Mumbo for the wall, I was able to practice a little and come up with a few things I could pursue in this video. First, the flight pad I uncovered in the previous video. I finally bothered myself to make use of that. That's another Jinjo collected. It also led me to a scroll page, which happens to be property of Cheeto the book. I thought he was Xbox exclusive, as per what the wiki might lead one to believe, but apparently he's on the N64 version too. Warping over to the Wumba hut. Do you remember how I needed one of them Globo creatures and didn't have it? You know how there was one more to be found in this stage? It was right by the hut the entire time.
Well done!
In an effort to be entirely unoriginal and unfunny, I teased her with the creature, only to be disappointed by the reaction. So I then quickly gave it to her so I could turn Banjo and Kazooie to stone. In doing so, I was able to grab a second honeycomb hexagon and get past the guard in spite of Kazooie ruining the disguise.
Idiot.
Kickball awaited me inside the building. I recognized this from the multiplayer I had played prior, and I'd just like to say, good thing it ain't the kickball I was subjected to in elementary school, because I would have had some choice words for that. This version is basically soccer, football, whatever you call it in your country. Launch the yellow, triangular N64 balls into your goal color to earn points and win. In quarterfinals, it's as simple as that. In semifinals, which I jokingly call half-finals, while my microphone was off, red ones were brought in, which deduct points from whosever goal it lands in, and in full finals, explosives were thrown in, making everyone spin right round and the authorities alarmed. All of that for Kazooie to make a remark that does not check out, and a Jiggy. There was one more Jiggy I had on the agenda, but I ended up distracted, albeit for a good reason for once. This here Stody informed me that a large golden dude was necessary to grab the high-up Jiggy across the swamp water with the munchies for bears and birds. Mumbo himself was who I needed to contact, but on my way to him, I discovered an entire area that I managed to miss. I entered the temple, only to discover some elaborate code that I had no time to try and interpret, so I decided to look into that later on. I grabbed Mumbo, summoned the large golden dude, crossed the swamp, and made more progress than I planned to. It's funny the things that happen when you're dealing with such a large game. Finally, onto the second original plan. Jump up and up on these few platforms I missed before to grab the ledge my way to collecting green boots. After crossing more swampy muck with uncharacteristic munchies, that's another Jiggy collected, and one fry short of a McJiggy's Jiggy meal to opening the third world. I have no idea what it's known as just yet. Grabbing the ledge my way to the other end of that area and dealing with the nasty surprise that came along with it, I found a second scroll of dishonesty, and a jiggy I wasn't sure how to collect. Considering I'd already spent half an hour doing all of these things, I thought it best that I don't drag the video on and get out while I was ahead. I was explaining my feelings about the game, and that's when I realized my microphone error. What I was saying was, I'm starting to warm up to Banjo Tooie. I made it out to seem like I despised the game back in the day, but since they dropped it on Switch Online, I've found myself back on it multiple times. Not because I feel forced, but because I genuinely want to. With that said, I'm sure the size of it will twist around my emotions throughout the game, but for now, I'll just look forward to playing its multiplayer on camera in the near future. I'm not yet sure with whom I will do this. That about wraps it up. Hopefully I don't have to do this again, because it wasn't exactly convenient realizing I hosed the goat and had to figure out an alternative. Good day to y'all, see you later.